swept the board on last week's NFL combo video, and we'll look to do it again in Week 7 with two 1 p.m. Eastern kickoffs. We'll start with Patriots at Titans, where we'll have a look on a side, and then we'll move to Panthers Jets with a look on a plus money player prop. I'm Steve Seagrave from Sports Memo and Picks and Parlays, and I am in action this week. I have a 5% NFL max bet locked and loaded. We cashed another one last week. We're now 6-1 with our 5% NFL plays in 2025. We've pulled in a profit now in 5 straight weeks, and I'll be attaching all my other plays to that package, all my player props to that package. And I also have a special offer to share with you where you can get my college football play of the week on Saturday. We've cashed our last 2, plus all my NFL action for the whole weekend, including Monday Night Football for one low price. We have another doubleheader on Monday night. I'll tell you more about that towards the end of the video, but for now, if you guys enjoy this content, hit that like button for me if you would, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and drop those Week 7 picks. I love hearing from you guys. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my plays in the comment section, and I'll be checking those comments to respond back to you guys. So yeah, we pulled off a nice sweep on last week's combo video. We went 2-0 on our officials, and we also cashed our lean on Josh Jacobs' first touchdown at plus 320. He got the job done there. And in that game, we had the over 44.5. That was a nail-biter. We just get there with a 27-18 final on a late field goal by Green Bay. Our other game was the Patriots laying 3.5 on the road in New Orleans, and they get the job done 25-19. This week we got the Patriots -7 again on the road, their third straight road game. Total sitting at 42.5, and looks like some money has come in on the Patriots as they opened at -6. Got the Patriots 4-2 now on the year after beating New Orleans. They're actually number 1 in the AFC East right now because they own the tiebreaker over Buffalo after beating them a few weeks back. And now we got a nice revenge spot here for Mike Vrabel going up against his former team in the Titans. I remember Vrabel beating Brady in his last game as a Patriot in the postseason. And that was Vrabel got the job done there with Tennessee. I think he's the type of coach that he's going to keep this young team focused despite playing their third straight road game now. And they are 3-0 on the road. Drake May has been great. He's been one of the most efficient QBs in the NFL so far this season. As far as the injuries, Stephon Diggs and Harold Landry III are both questionable for the Pats. On the other side, we've got Tennessee. They're 1-5 on the year, coming off a 20-10 loss in Vegas. And now we got a coaching change as Mike McCoy takes over for Brian Callahan. And I know a lot of people buy into that new coach where the team steps up big time for their new head coach. But that's a little bit of fake news. We'll go over those numbers with a trend later in this video. Tennessee's only win was that fluke game against the Cardinals where DeMarcado fumbled as he was getting into the end zone with an easy touchdown. And then they also scored a touchdown on a fumbled interception. So this team, by all rights, should be winless with the Jets, who we'll talk more about later. I don't see another way to look here as far as the side. I'm going Pats again, -7. It's not a homer thing. I really think Vrabel can keep these guys focused while playing their third straight road game. I think this is a great, if you play teasers, I know they're pretty juicy now, but this is a great teaser leg in my opinion. I don't see the Patriots coming out of Tennessee without the win, but I'll lay the 7 here, and I see them winning this pretty comfortably here. Like I said, they're 3-0 on the road. I don't see Vrabel letting off the gas in this one. If he has a chance to run it up here on the Titans, I think he's going to do it. And if you look at that trend that I was bringing up, in the last decade, 22 head coaches have either been fired or resigned in season, and they've went 10-12 straight up and 11-11 ATS. I guess it makes sense. It's about 500 on both of those records. Some of these teams, they do step up a little bit for the new coach, but you're also dealing, obviously, with a team that's in turmoil if you're taking over the team in season, 99% of the time. But we'll ride with the Patriots again here. They got the job done for us again last week. Like I said, I think this is a great teaser leg if you have another pair for this one. I don't think the Carolina Jets game necessarily pairs up for that. But we'll move on to that one. So our first official play, we'll go Patriots -7. Second game, Carolina -1.5, total 42.5. We've seen some money coming in on Carolina as this one opened at -2.5, and seen some money coming in on the under as this one opened at 43.5. Looking at Carolina now, they're 3-3 on the year after beating Dallas 30-27 at home. That's the key with this Panthers team, is at home. Bryce Young does not perform very well on the road. That's another trend for you right there. Bryce Young, 1-17 straight up on the road. This guy does not travel well. Another trend is Carolina is a very small favorite, but the last time they covered as a favorite was way back in September of 2021. Hubbard, questionable for the Panthers. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Looking at the Jets, last winless team in the NFL, coming off a 13-11 ugly loss overseas against the Broncos. Justin Fields struggling. He only threw for 45 passing yards against the Broncos. It's a good defense, but I don't think they're that good. I feel like Aaron Glenn needs to move towards Tyrod Taylor here. I think it's time. When he's had a chance to prove himself, he's done pretty well. It's not an ideal situation, but he's got to be better than 45 passing yards in an entire game. And a key loss here for the Jets here, Garrett Wilson, listed as doubtful for New York. With the trends, Bryce Young playing on the road, I really thought about going with the Jets here and getting their first win. If they're ever going to get a win, it should be now. But I just can't back either team, and I can't back the total either because I can't trust either offense to get the job done. So I'm going to utilize one of my anytime touchdown picks for this week. I do an anytime touchdown video over at wagertalk.com on a weekly basis. And this was my number one selection, so I'll share it with you here as well. We're going to go to Rico Dowdle at +125 over at DK. Like I said, Hubbard was limited in practice this week. He may return. I don't think it matters. They're going to have a hard time keeping Dowdle off the field this week. After the last 2 weeks, he puts up 473 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns. And if you look at weeks 1 through 4, when both players were available, Dowdle led the way in red zone looks. From weeks 1 to 4, he beat Hubbard 3-0 on carries inside the 5-yard line and 6-4 in carries inside the 20-yard line. Now he's facing this winless Jets team who've allowed the 5th most points, 10th most rushing yards so far this season, and an opposing running back has scored against the Jets in every game this season, 6 for 6. And that includes Cook and Javonte Williams scoring 2 each against them as well. The Jets' offense is going to struggle regardless. I mean, maybe they move to Taylor halfway through this game, but it's going to be a struggle for the Jets' offense. Could lead to some short fields. Justin Fields. Could lead to some short fields for the Panthers. And that could lead to some spots where Dowdle can score. Like I said, he's the guy. Even if Hubbard plays, Dowdle is the guy in the red zone for this team. And like I said, I can't see them keeping him off the field after the production he's put up the last 2 games. So our official play for that game is going to be Rico Dowdle, anytime touchdown at +125 over at DK. And I don't have any leans for this week, so we're going to go Pats laying the 7. Rico Dowdle, anytime touchdown +125 as our official plays for Week 7's video. Guys, I mentioned that great pass that you can get for the whole weekend right now. You get the Weekend Warrior Pass for $49. You get my College Football Player of the Week on Saturday. We've cashed 2 in a row. You get all of my NFL action for Sunday. We have a 5% play. We're 6-1 with those on the season. We've pulled in a profit in the NFL in 5 straight weeks. And then you get my Monday Night Football plays. I don't have any up yet, but I'm already eyeing some games on Monday Night Football. We have another doubleheader. And you get all of those plays for $49 over at Sports Memo or Picks and Parlays. And I'm number 1 right now in the NFL over at Sports Memo for the 2025 calendar year. We had a great postseason last year, 2-0 in the preseason, and our only down week was week 1 so far this season. So I would encourage you guys to go check that all out. As always, my page is linked in the pinned comment, and I always post free content for you guys to check out over at X at StevesBook22, as well as at sportsmemo.com. Let's cash another 2 tickets. I'll bust out the broom again for week 8. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys next week.